Hi, I'm Paige. I'm many things. I'm an MIT grad, I'm a mom, I'm dyslexic, but for the purpose of this talk, I'm a photographer and an artist. I try and capture what it's like to be human, to be alive, to love, to feel joy, to be present. When I photograph, I'm always searching for a moment of vulnerability and authenticity, joy and connection. Empathy is my currency, my camera is my instrument, serendipity is my muse. Whether it's for rock stars, academics, or toddlers, by putting my art in the world, I create physical memories that I've imbibed with meaning. The skill and craft of my art combines with my beliefs to purposely shape people's attention and memory, to focus that attention on joy and connection. I want to promote messages of courage, compassion, joy, and kindness in a world that normally doesn't focus on these core aspects of being human. Through my photography, I try and shed a compassionate light on our shared humanity and on our need for connection. I didn't start out with this goal in mind. In fact, when I was younger, I didn't even know I had a choice to choose my own life's goal. I was shy. I was timid. I was brought up to believe that a modern young woman should be educated primarily so she could support herself and be independent. Everything else good in life flowed out of this independence. As it happened, I studied a semester abroad my junior year in Florence, Italy. For the first time, I was exposed to traditional photography and darkroom techniques. When I returned to the States, to MIT, I began photographing and writing concert reviews for the Tech. I continued with photography classes at the Media Lab. However, as much as I love photography, it never crossed my mind that photography could be my career. Photography and music were an aside, an escape that filled my soul, but not my bank account. After I graduated Course 4 in architecture, I went on to use my visual and analytical skills to design some of the first web-based user interfaces for companies such as Apple and Netscape. I might have continued indefinitely on that path if it weren't for the birth of my children, Emma and Gus. They cracked my heart wide open. They gave me the gift of feeling truly vulnerable for the first time in my life. As is the case with many proud parents, I wanted to document their early days. My timing was fortuitous. The digital camera revolution had just begun, and I've always had a penchant for cool digital toys and tools. For better or worse, my kids and their classmates have some of the most extensively documented childhoods of the early 2000s. So, how did this lead to me being a rock photographer? If there's been one constant in my life, it's been my love of live music. Concerts are where I've always felt the most connected to the world. Since I was a teen, not a month has gone by where I haven't been at some kind of concert. The synergy of my love of music, photography, and digital tools finally came together in my late 30s. My real aha moment happened in the summer of 2007. That's where I crossed paths with Matt Allen, aka the Ice Cream Man, at the Lollapalooza Music Festival in Chicago. What is Ice Cream Man? The Ice Cream Man organization was created with the goal to give away 500,000 free bars of ice cream, most often at music festivals. Why free ice cream? It was a small, simple, ephemeral act of kindness. Ice Cream Man wanted to show the world you can follow your dream, no matter how crazy. And through small acts of kindness, you can inspire others to be kind and to follow their own dreams. His message and his philosophy resonated with me. Thus, I began photographing music festivals and concerts and giving away ice cream with the Ice Cream Man crew. No, I didn't leave my family and start living on an ice cream truck, but I did begin to listen to my heart and transition my career from UI design to photography. These days, I'm the house photographer for the iconic Fillmore in San Francisco, as well as several other venues and music festivals in the Bay Area. I often shoot at night and edit photos during the day. I love this schedule. It allows me to be at home after school and to be present for my kids. One of the most common questions I'm asked is, what's your favorite show? What's your favorite picture? Honestly, these aren't the things that stick out for me. The most memorable things are when I'm able to have a connection. Sometimes it's with an artist, sometimes it's with the audience, sometimes it's with friends. If I had to pick one thing that brings me joy in shooting, it would have to be when I hear from the parent of a performer. Twice I've been contacted by parents of musicians who wanted a print because they felt I captured the essence of their child. To me, there's no greater honor nor better judge of an image than someone's parent. And no, I haven't yet heard from Madonna's dad, but I'll be excited if I ever get that call. And rock stars' parents aren't the only parents that motivate me. Over the past 15 years, I've taken over 20,000 images at my children's school. It's a progressive school that was founded in the 1920s. There are 200 preschool through 8th grade children involved in project-based learning, without grades, without shoes, and with genuine respect between teachers and students. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. I love being able to document the unique place that is Peninsula School for the kids, the parents, and the entire community. Over the past 10 years, I've also taught several short courses on photography to the middle school kids at Peninsula. It's rewarding to see the passion for photography develop in so many of these bright young teens. I consciously choose the types of clients I want to work with as well. In addition to my live music photography and volunteer work with schools, I'm the house photographer for the Clayman Institute for Gender Research at Stanford, documenting the work they do on behalf of gender equality. I also photograph for the nonprofit Challenge Success. Challenge Success partners with schools, families, and communities to promote a broad definition of success and to implement research-based strategies so that all kids are healthy and engaged with learning. By documenting the work of these nonprofits, I'm helping to spread my beliefs in an equitable society. More broadly, by making and spreading art that features passion, joy, and connection, I'm drawing attention to their importance. I want my photography to remind you, you are not alone. I hope that when you see my pictures, you feel connected to others. I focus on music because music cuts through our cynicism and breaks down the barriers that we erect between ourselves and the rest of the world. I also want my photography to remind you to be brave. I believe kind people are brave people. Brave isn't just a feeling, it's a decision. A decision that compassion is more important than fear, more important than fitting in, more important than following the crowd. As a woman, I found out late in life that one of the bravest things you can do in our society is to be kind to yourself. Finally, I want my photography to remind you to listen to your heart, your intuition. It's all too easy to try and shut down our feelings and make decisions based purely on logic. I want to challenge you to be open to listening to your heart as well. It's not an either or, it's a both and. By listening to both your head and your heart, you're being both a brave and a responsible person. When you are authentic and true to yourself, you can bring your singular uniqueness to the table. You can also serve as an example for your kids, your mentees, and for the many people around you. We all have a choice about where we put our attention and effort. It's through our shared empathy and action that we can change the world.